Hello, everyone. It's been a little bit because I have been trying to figure out more on the project side of what exactly will be interesting to showcase. And knowing myself that I'm into meditation or really living in the presently, I'm trying this out, which is basically I will draw in the background, sort of like a meditative process. There's other artists has done this before or is doing it. Steven Zapata is who comes to mind, and other YouTubers that doesn't ring a bell right now. But this is what I will try to do. Now, what would I love to talk about in this video? I think right now something that really comes to mind is the cons and pros of social media, like the double-edged sword, double-edged sword of it. What do I mean by that? So first, let's look at the concept of social media. The concept of social media is to share your work so that people can connect with what you make, right? Like you are able to also talk with other individuals, hopefully in a positive manner, or maybe to understand their viewpoint of certain things that they like or dislike, and so on and so forth. However, where it becomes quite tricky that I have found is when you start creating mainly for likes, you no longer allow yourself to create just for creating purposes. Like you no longer discover what's going on from within, like your inner child, if you will. You no longer allow yourself to create authentically. Rather, you create to chase this arbitrary number that's given to your artwork, which you post online. And to me, I find that to be quite damaging mentally, because I think you are sort of then losing sight of what exactly you are creating in the first place, And I think as a creator, as myself, I fall into the same category in a way, or I fall into the same experience because I sort of started to, like, whenever I post something, I refresh the page so much. I'm not sure if you felt the same or feel the same, that you sort of want to see if anyone has liked your work, like even if you post on Discord, like for my own experience as well, is if there's like no emoticon on the work, somehow I feel that the work isn't worthy, and that is quite damaging. It shouldn't be where we are now chasing chasing this virtual emoticons, this virtual number to feel our work is being appreciated, So then it begs the question, what is the purpose of posting our artwork if it doesn't get any likes, I think if you remove all of these numbers from the artwork, then the artwork can just be like any piece that you create can just be as its own on the internet for someone else to get inspired or consumed or understand, And it is also how people will discover your work. Granted, perhaps the counter allows for the work to get more popularity, but at the same time, it does come with a cost. So the main benefit, I think, for social media is for connecting with other people, but also to share your work. But the disadvantages is where you start losing track of what exactly you're posting for if you start focusing on how many likes you have received, how many people have shared your work, how many replies. I think replies is more interesting, but if it doesn't get a lot of replies, doesn't mean the work is not valuable. That's another thing I will say. And yeah. So perhaps now we can talk more about what's going on. Like, what am I doing behind the scene here? What's happening is each morning I wake up. It doesn't happen every day, of course. I try to do this process called, what's it called again? It's like subconsciously you allow yourself to get into this meditative state, in which the term is as automatic drawing, which is meditation but for artists, And I try to do that almost every day in the morning. Maybe that's on paper. Sometimes I do it digitally, as in this case. And it sort of allows me to get into a really calm state for the rest of the day if I manage to get this done right in the morning. And yeah. I hope you have been having a good day or night, because things are tough. Life is tough. It's definitely not, especially like if you're not at the stage you wish to be. It can be really tough to continue going. So if you're struggling, try to go back to that inner kindle fire that lifts up your spirit, as that will help you go through these tough times. Like if you have a roof under your head, if you have a roof above your if you have a roof above your head, be thankful for that. If you can eat, if you can touch, hear, smell, drink, taste, feel, walk, be thankful. Because it's just through these moments which we have to pay attention to what's going on within ourselves in order to feel better, to be better. That is not to say, of course, that we shouldn't allow ourselves to experience our emotions. No. Our emotions is allowing us to be human. Additionally, we should allow ourselves to just fully express these emotions. If you have to cry, cry. If you have to be angry, hopefully don't get angry at someone, but be angry, and at least that's what I felt. Like, if I'm angry with somebody, like, I don't really fully, like, express anger. Like, I feel like I'll allow it to be through meditation. If anything, I barely get angry anymore. I get more confused by people. I get more confused by events. However, I don't really experience anger that much anymore, so that is good compared to way, way, way back. And yeah. Besides that, I think remember of your inner child. Don't let go of it. Connect with it. Breathe and Let yourself continue to embark on this journey called life. Experience it fully in a graceful manner. Take care.